good day and welcome to Drive Time here in Las Vegas. Beautiful sunny day, and Halloween is over, but it's voting day tomorrow, and that led me to a thought around where we're at as people and where you and me and everybody need to stand up and be seen and be heard more. And there's 5 areas I want to focus in on today, but understanding that the desire to hide, the desire not to speak up, the desire to not stand out, the desire to not lead, those desires come from a certain thing. And let's address that here today, because too often people, and I'm not saying you, but maybe you, too often people hide behind some fear, or they hide behind a desire to not be noticed or not be seen. They hide behind this veil of, well, you know, what if I fail? Or this veil of, well, what if I do succeed and then I'm out in front of everybody? You know, one of the more interesting factors in life is that for you to have success, you're going to have to stand out. You have to, you know, it's the whole eagle versus sheep thing, and that's just a reality of success. If you really want to have all of the dreams and goals that you want to come true, be it in personal life, in business, in finances, then you're going to have to stand out. You're going to have to actually be seen, be heard. You're going to have to make your opinion count. You're going to have to make some decisions. You have to draw some lines in the sand. There's no success or achievement of massive goals and dreams without standing up for who you are and what you believe in. And that's going to turn some people off and turn some people away. And that's just the reality of life, is that you're not born and designed for everyone to like you. You're not designed that way. We're not, as human beings, meant to be liked by everybody. Some people are going to disagree with you, dag, in politics, if we haven't seen that. It's funny how people can't disagree without going, I don't like that person, or I don't like... Listen, you can have differing opinions and still get along. That's the craziness of it all. But anyway, this whole thing of standing up for what you believe in, standing up for who you are, standing up for that. So here's the 5 things we got to look at. First and foremost, let's look at it from a business perspective, okay? Right now, with all the change and craziness that's going on in the world, do you need to stand up and be counted? Yes. More now than ever before, you need to be a clear leader. You need to be strong. You need to stand up for what you believe in. You need to take care of yourself and your people. You need to build that future for you and your people. Second area I want to look at this in from a wealth perspective. Do you need to back your own judgment? Yes, you need to back your own judgment. Be clear. Know what you're doing. Create a set of rules for your investing and abide by those rules. And, you know, if you need to study more to create... Oh, thanks for typing in where you're at, everybody. Really appreciate that. Those of you typing in from the UK and from those other countries going into more lockdowns and stuff like that, this is the time where you get to choose. Is lockdown going to take me? Am I going to learn through this, or am I going to grow and power through it? Okay, just remember that as part of your leadership right now. So when it comes to wealth, you have to make an opinion. You have to take a stand, and you have to do that because you're betting long term, like one way or the other. Okay. Third area I want to look at this in is from a career perspective, okay? And whether you own your own business or whether you work for someone else, you have a career, and your career is about getting better at what you do, knowing who you are. You've got to define who you want to become. You've got to define who you're going to be. You've got to define that. Know who you're becoming. Know who it is that you're aiming to be. And that way, once you know who it is you want to be, and you know what your values are, and you know what you choose, then yes, you have a leg to stand on. You have something to stand behind. I know when I documented the culture statement of my company, and people were like, well, I don't like that culture statement. Great, don't work for us then. If you don't like the way we are as human beings, then don't work for us. Don't work with us. And the same is true for basically any area of life. If you set a definition of who you are and what you believe in, some people will love that and some people won't. That's why we have friendship groups. Our friends are usually the people who have similar values to us, similar thoughts on life to us. And they validate who we are as a person because we're similar to them. That's basically the way it works. Fourth area I want to take a look at this is from your community perspective. You know, what do you believe in from a community perspective? Do you believe in taking care of your community, adding value to your community? Where do you stand on that stuff? And obviously in voting times tomorrow, there's value judgments being voted on in different things. And so everyone has to take that stand. Fifth and final area I want you to think about is this. Who are you being in order to set an example for people? Are you setting that example for your family, for your friends? Are you setting the example of standing up for what you believe in and being counted for who you are? Or are you sitting back being quiet about stuff that you probably should have voiced some form of an opinion on? Build your opinion, be who you are, be strong, and be comfortable with who you are. And if someone doesn't like that, that's okay. If someone doesn't want to be, I don't believe that either, great, that's okay. But when you stand up and stand strong and stand firm, when you believe in yourself, when you are seen to be the person you want to be, then you create success in life. It's hard to create success without being who you need to be and where you need to be. Anyway, take care. Bye for now. Have a great day. Stand up. Stand strong. What's your biggest lesson from this? Type it in for me. Take care. Bye for now.